still going, rock lit, I'm blowing dollar checks, I'm coming all the time, I'm scoring. Laid back compatible, switching up my audibles, not in front of clown niggas like it's full lateral. Some stuck with me, but the other ones left. Those was the low life, the other ones just. Long live my hood, yes I came from that place, from the old special stone, we call it double A. What's good, everybody? Thanks for tuning in on another episode of Food for Thought. You feel me? First, let me start by thanking my higher power, who has given me the power. I like to give all praises, and I think you should do the same. You know what I'm saying? For waking up today. You know what I'm saying? Secondly, I got a few people I got to get these birthday shots out the way too. Then I'm gonna talk about my day. All right, first of all, who is this? Tamisha Head, happy birthday to you, Queen, with many more to come. Queen Key Ward, happy birthday to you. Old school OG, Michelle Williams, happy birthday to you, sweetheart, many more to come. Daquana Pixton, happy birthday to you, homie, what's happening? Euless, happy birthday to you, my brother, Euless Terrell, my big brother. Skinny Keeper Mitchell, I see you, Woosie Mitchell, happy birthday to you. Who else we got right here? Oh man, my bro, DT Spirit, happy birthday to you, my brother, with many more to come. And last but not least, we got my cousin on the rip, Jimmy Jimski Jenkins. Jimmy Jimski Jenkins. Happy birthday to you, cuz, and everybody else, man. Y'all continue to enjoy y'all birthdays, alright? It is still Leo time, ain't it? Let me know. I don't know, maybe I forgot. Derek Smith, what's happening? Yo, what's the deal, bro? How you feel? You alright? Blessings to you and your family, my brother. Much love to you, big bro. People, we got something like a topic today, you know what I'm saying? I named this family first, you feel me? Around here we put our family first, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong now. All family really ain't family, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference between blood and family, you know what I'm saying? You can have the same blood with your family member or whatever and shit. That don't mean he got family-orientated values, morals and shit like you do. You know what I'm talking about? He's just a part of it, you know what I'm saying? I guess y'all just got the same blood. But, you know, family look out for one another and shit. Make sure ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, left behind. You feel me? That's the real definition of family. But speaking of family, you know, I had a blessed few days spending it with my family here for my wife's birthday. We had a blast, you know what I'm talking about, and that's the shit that I'm looking for in life, you know what I'm saying? I done been through the downs, the ins, the outs, and everything, you know what I'm saying? Today I know really right where I want to be, and you know what I'm saying? That's being happy, you know what I'm saying? With a imagination to do something else in life, you know what I'm saying? That I ain't did before, you know? You know, it's very suddenly that, you know what I'm saying, other people that come from the mud and don't build a lot, you know what I'm saying, get a chance to visit places, monuments and things like that and shit like that by getting out the hood, you know what I'm saying, doing it. We usually read about it in a book. That's why I tell you, that's the next best thing is reading. And you know, they were trying to take the books out of school from the students. You know, people don't be that fortunate all the time where they can travel and shit like that, but they can pick up a book, because a book will take you around the world within that one spot right there. And maybe one day when you do get a chance to travel, you know what I'm saying, when it comes financial security for you to get travel in or something like that, and you visit one of the monumental places, then you can kind of relate to it because you don't read about this shit already. You know, if they had carved an X or a cross in the wall or something like that, you can, you know what I'm saying, come upon that spot and be like, damn, I read about this in the book before, you know what I'm saying? That book that don't took you there first, you know what I'm saying? But it's just something to think about, you know what I'm saying? Family is everything though, you know what I'm saying? And I was glad to have my family You know what I'm saying? For this occasion, you know what I'm saying? Just to have laugh. You know, when you laugh, you live longer. You know what I'm saying? Your wealth, I say health is wealth. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm online today and I got my invites ready, so let me know what you want to do. This is my cousin. Let me see if I can invite him on. See what's happening. Derek, it been acting real crazy with me too, man. So if it don't let you on, man, pardon the body, Joe. It say something went wrong on there. I guess the machine say if you got an iPhone, you know what I'm saying, it's a little app that I can give you, you know, tomorrow you'll get straight on. But if you on Android, you gotta have what a Google browser, what's that, Edge, or something else. It's something else too and shit like that. So I've been trying to call a lot of people up here, you know what I'm saying? I miss you too, cuz, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till I get this fixed, man, so I can get my people up here, you know. I can have like 10 people on stage with me, you know what I'm saying? And we just go with some shit that, you know what I'm saying, we've been left out about, you know what I'm saying? And we got to educate those ones, you know what I'm saying, that's, you know what I'm saying, crashing out. You feel me? You know, I love my family. Y'all know I got a big ass family, my nephews and all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? I think about them all the time on the streets, you know what I'm saying? Even the ones that's trying to get ahead in life, you know what I'm talking about? Because bullet ain't got no eyes, you feel me? And I always tell them to be aware is to be alive. But it's, you know, it's just a lot, you know what I'm saying? Keep the family close, man. Know who really there for you, you know? Everybody can tell you one thing and then do something else, you know what I'm talking about? It pays to keep somebody close to you. It pays to build those bridges up in people. You know, that's what keep us together. You know, we don't fuck with a person when we need them and shit like that. Cause in family and real close friendship, a motherfucker needs somebody every day. Not just sometime or when that person feel that they got time for you and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's supposed to be an everyday progress that people supposed to work towards and shit like that. And once they get that shit out the way, they go build something. Maybe go half on a store together. Maybe help somebody in need together. You know what I'm saying? And that's the shit we do. You know, you can't count on everybody to do that though. Everybody put a lot of shit before living. Shit that really don't make sense to us. You know, we see other people with good shit, big shit. Most of them built from, you know what I'm saying, the ground up. Built from the mud to establish and get this shit. There's a lot of people don't took a lot of shit, don't robbed a lot of shit. Don't borrowed a lot of shit. But today we want to live to say that we own some shit. And first we gotta start out with ownership of our motherfucking self. You feel me? Because we put other shit back, glorifying shit on the streets and parties, drinks and all this other shit before we put together what we gotta do as a person. We put that before that. You know what I'm talking about? That's why a lot of us get caught up in situations where we don't get a chance to make it back home and shit. When we should have been taking care of business and building shit at the crib like a foundation or something like that. What's glitter is not gold. A motherfucker really got to come out the mud to make it. Guy who been through it, going through it or whatever and shit like that. You can't get this terminology off another motherfucker living, paying attention to another motherfucker. Just like I told you, a drug counselor that read out a book to graduate and become a drug counselor can't tell a motherfucking addict how he feel when he ain't got his drugs, when he's sick and throwing up and his stomach ache and shit. You can't read that shit out of no book. You got to be a part of the experience. You got to experience it. You had to be a part of the problem in order to be a part of the solution. Put it like that. You got to go through it and shit like that. But we got peer educators out there to prevent young people from going through that shit. If they listen. You know, they glorify, they got their mind made up about shit and everything, and they get too big to where they can't listen to you and shit like that. But, you know what I'm saying, want to show ownership to what a person does or whatever, the accomplishment of, it ain't gonna work, man. We gotta stop glorifying all the shit that's around us and start focusing on self, cause that's the only way we're gonna make it. We don't give ourselves a chance. We rather blame another motherfucker than to blame ourselves. It's just like the immigrants coming over to have a better life, you know what I'm saying? And probably some of our ancestors don't been back in those type of days where, you know what I'm saying, living situations weren't all that good and wanted the better life for their kids and all that type of shit. And all they need is a chance, they'll work and all this type of stuff. But some people don't get that chance because of other people and situations. And then you got the crybabies and shit like that. I hear a lot about those people moving up in the neighborhood and shit like that. Taking jobs away. Going to school with their kids and shit like that. They even say, goddamn it, the R word, the hard R word that they do, kill, steal, and shit like that. I seen it all the time growing up. Straight up, coming from us. And you talking about somebody moving in our neighborhood that we don't had all our life and they ain't did shit, we can't complain. Maybe they'll stop motherfuckers from running through the gangway, pissing in the gangway, littering trash on the front to keep the shit clean or whatever and shit. Some shit that we won't do. Cause we the one fucking it up. They moving people over here, they moving people over here. So what they got to do with you? That shit not stopping you from achieving what you're supposed to achieve. We supposed to get it out the mud. We grind hard, we hustle hard or whatever and shit. Why we should be worrying about somebody else and shit moving in the neighborhood? To each his own. Think they gonna get in the neighborhood and start doing better than you and the way that you present your family and shit? See, we cry over the wrong shit. Can't never say they taking our job. We had plenty of opportunities growing up. From a teenager, from grammar school, to be somebody, to have a thought process, to have an imagination, to have a goal out of life. We can't do that thinking about another motherfucker that you see catching up with you. Because when you stop, they pass. Because they running up that escalator. You don't took time to stop what you're doing to pay attention to what some other motherfucker doing that caused the escalator to go down and drop you back down to motherfucking side. And then when they get up there, you got some more shit to say about them to bring them down with you. Because you're not focused on self. Who are we to talk about somebody else or another race or whatever and shit like that if we ain't doing what we supposed to do? By now we supposed to been established generational wealth and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? I can take some of the blame, you know what I'm saying, for our young guys out there right now that's drilling, killing each other over motherfucking rap music. He say, oh my God. He say, she say. Really? Words, small words, supposed to be entertaining. what, cloud words can take a life? You mean to tell me a whole life? That's dumb, man. We killing each other over what? Over what? I don't understand it. You know, I guess the older you get, the wiser you get. It's hard to say a person young these days when they growing so fast. It's just one problem. They being educated on the wrong shit. You know, I change as I go. I pay attention to what I see. And I understand what I hear. Because it has me to put myself in those shoes. To feel what other people feel. And know that they going through it. Or they having a bad time, bad day, or whatever. If they need somebody or something like that. I can never get right back into rap music. I let it go. That's why I was selling my whole studio and shit like that. So I do other things too. But hope for once that I can really find a rap favorite. An artist that don't been through hard times, through the mud, that don't got a head doing things positive, set an example for other kids coming up, giving them an imagination, not just the toting guns, fucking midgets, selling drugs, and partying all night. You know what I'm talking about? I get tired of it. I kill your mama, choke your sister, shoot your brother, punch your father. Oh, I get tired of that shit, bro. I get tired of hearing every song come on saying that same shit. And ain't nobody talking about growing. Everybody talking about destruction, self-destruction, hurting themselves or somebody else. That shit pulls on our youngins. That make them don't want to learn about being a fireman, a police officer, a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever and shit. Every black motherfucking little kid can't be no rapper and no gunslinger. That ain't what we trying to teach them. And it's a shame that we glorify bullshit before we glorify achievements that the motherfucker do. How they work hard to pay the bills and all that type of shit, to put shoes on the, you know what I'm talking about? We don't go to the parents that lose kids up in the motherfucking street. We go to the killers who don't kill them and shit, so to show their guns and shit up in the air. To glorify this shit. Hey, the truth hurt. But real talk. I want to live. I want my family to live. Prosper. I want them to continue to grow and not stay on one motherfucking page. That's like a hamster on a wheel. All day. Same shit, different day. And where he can get nowhere. But he steady running. Sometimes we got to give up and stop doing shit what makes our friend laugh and all that type of shit. And appreciate you and shit like that. We got to learn to appreciate self. If a friend appreciates you getting them out of jail, lending them some money or whatever and shit, You know, any little simple-minded ass thing that you can focus on yourself and get ahead. Cause when the shit boils down, when all the ice cream melted and all the balloons have popped, you can't go to every motherfucking friend house if you stranded outside and can't get in the house. You can't expect every best friend to take your ass home when you need to go home a long way at the middle of the nighttime or whatever and shit like that. Or to feed you or something like that. Sometimes they'll let you down. And you'll find out all the time that they've been hanging with you, and it was just to survive. What? All the time they hanging with you, it's just to, how can I say this? To entertain themselves for their wants and their needs and shit like that. The only person on time is the man upstairs. He might not be there when you call him, but he always on time. He ain't finna let you fall. That's why you got to keep the faith in him, because he works through you, meaning you are God. Because you got control over yourself, over your thought process of what you can do. You can be positive or you can be negative. You can save lives or you can self-destruct and get yourself killed. You get the choice to do that. Alhamdulillah. Self-preservation. You got the wisdom to think about shit before you do it. To make a decision if you want to participate. Only an animal go out and do shit and don't ask no questions and get themselves killed or killed. Instincts is very different from wisdom. With instincts, a person don't got no thought process. They just do it. They know they gotta eat and they know they gotta live. We get to set goals, make preparations. We get to log shit down and come back to it because we remember. Because we plan to do it. Probably some places in the earth they treat us like animals, think we are animals or whatever. Maybe think we ain't got no thinking process. You already heard one of us, man, they don't want us flying airplanes and shit. Or nothing like that. And it hurts me when a brother or sister get ahead. It be your own pulling you back down, saying you're not gonna make it. My wife's son just came home. We thankful. There's no place for him. Just did a high 10. Glad we got him back. It's a blessing. Don't want him to go back. It's not a career for him. It's some bigger plan for him. You know, I don't did fruit business myself. And I can't stand for nobody to tell me when to get up, when to go to sleep, when to eat, when to come out of myself and do this. As a grown man, I don't need guidance like that. That's like them people programming a computer or a robot or something. You do the same shit every day in a little room full of other people and what they talk about. You got to go somewhere to get educated. Law library. Go to church. Go to school and shit. Because if you stay up in there around them niggas, you're going to talk about how to be the best criminal you can next time you get out. How you can, you came up with another plan around and not to get caught this time or something. You're going to do it better this time. You're going to use your phone or whatever and shit. it's all going downhill though. We need to keep brothers, you know what I'm saying, out of jail. We need to educate our youngsters up any way we can do it, any way you can touch them. We got to let them know that everything that glitter ain't gold. Don't never put shit before your life. You know what I'm saying? You come before any motherfucking thing. It's all about family. Some people will call themselves your family, but wouldn't even pull you up out of the hole. Talk is cheap. I've been through it a lot. I'm well developed on dialogue, because I really listen to what a person is saying, and I understand body gestures. I know when a person don't want to be fucked with or nothing, don't want to be communicated with and all that, because I study that and I study people. Today, you know what I'm saying, I'm 54. I've been through a whole lot of talk, a whole lot of promises, bullshit, and all that type of shit, to where I don't listen to it. And I hate for a motherfucker to pour it on me. Today I choose my own friends and the people that I want to be around. And those people that have something to offer, that help me in some different type of ways, like straight up this podcast. People get on here and go through shit that I ain't yet been through and give me the answers because I listen and I'm ready to communicate. All that other shit is for the birds. Holler at me when you make it there. Right now, we talking about right now, our well-being, our progress, as far as life, getting ahead or whatever and shit. I don't get no fuck what no rich person doing, because they got theirs already. And I can never get mad if I'm watching them, worrying about what they doing all day and how they living a good lifestyle and shit like that. Talk is cheap. And sometimes listening can be hurtful. Because I can be like a preacher and you think I'm talking about your ass. Because you know what you're doing. Because we have that wisdom. If you know you're wrong and you're doing wrong, you put others down, beat others down, you already know. And karma ain't no joke. They say what goes around comes right back around in such a way. That's why I started doing good a long time ago, to outrun all the shit that I done did. By running positive shit in my life, helping people, participating, communicating, most of all having a God. Like I say, that's where my faith at, and not in people, because people will let you down. Today I have to see it to believe it. And you know, these few days, man, I had a blessing. You know, man, it's been fun. You know, me and my wife don't have friends. We don't fuck with people like that. You know. We don't been here for we've been here for a minute. But anyway, we choicy. We don't want to fall back into where we came from. We don't want shit to take us off our square, because we know we can't really have faith in nobody. So we keep God first in our life and do what's important. Even if it leaves us with nothing to do shit that we want to do at the end of the day. We can do it another day, and that's the thought process we have it. Long as we healthy and shit like that. But the best part is we ain't gotta worry about motherfuckers being left out on no bill or nothing. Bills not getting paid and shit because it's taken care of. We were taught to crawl before we walked. Ain't shit promised to us. So all that big shit you be seeing on people and that they have and shit like that, man, you didn't get it started from no damn top. That shit wasn't just handed to them. Something had to be done in order to achieve that. In the projects, I used to go out every day robbing, stealing. And fall police and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And they got me nowhere. Turned it to a habit. Because I started doing it every day. And I know people ask like, damn, Joe, if you hit a lick one day, what happened to the money to where you have to go out and hustle again the next day? Peer pressure. Entertaining peer pressure. Wondering what somebody thought of me. How they validated me. I wanted to fit in and all this type of shit. Be a part and things like that. And got used to doing negative shit. I guess that's probably why they came out with the Habitual Criminal Act or some shit like that. 3-time loser or whatever and shit, cause you know what I'm saying, you doing the same shit and expecting different results, but yeah, they gonna be different, alright. It's a rap sheet. It's a paper trail. To keep you from getting a job, to keep you from getting a house when you do decide to get yourself together. There's a lot of shit that can hurt you. Even having enemies. You can get the best job in the world 10 years down the line from now. I don't get no fuck paying $50 an hour and shit like that. House, cars and shit like that. Some out your past. Shit that you don't exercise can come right back. And the motherfuckers think you still on that. Or either want revenge on you or won't get back. And ruin you and your family life forever. You gotta think about the shit that you do today. Even though I do a lot of things, you know, I gotta take a break. I do shit like 6 months here, 6 months there, and shit like that to keep me motivated. Because there's always something new coming up by me being a positive person that I can do. And right now, I just want to get a job, you know, get back in the workforce. Because I've been just sitting for too long and stuff like that. You know, our bills taken care of and stuff like that, but I want something for my family. I want to form some type of generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? I want to travel. I want to go out to eat. You know, I want to live life and enjoy life the right way now. I know everything there is to know about being negative and doing negative shit. Now I want to see the other half of me. I want to see that positive side of me. Because I ain't got shit to show for that negative shit but wounds and shit that's on my body. That's fucking with me, you know what I'm saying, every day. You know what I'm saying, my movement and things like that. That's what the negative shit got me. Today I choose to do the right thing and be around the right people and shit like that. I'm not here to judge nobody else's feelings. I can't hide no motherfucking body else's feelings. All I know is life goes on, man, and change is good when you're changing for the better. And don't get discouraged. Stay optimistic, like I say. Because it's better to suffer doing good than to suffer doing bad. When you know you're doing bad shit and shit like that, it's a problem. Some people do good and still wind up with the last end of the stick, but they be alright because they know they done their best. Can't no negative motherfucker say that. They gonna feel it all in the inside. They gonna try to bring somebody else down with them because they not on their motherfucking game. They not doing what they supposed to do. They watching other people. You can't watch what another motherfucker have and shit like that and conquer it up at the same time. Them people work for that shit. So if you're gonna find you somebody and you looking at shit, find somebody that's compatible with yourself. And I'm not just talking about sex and all that other type of shit because it's overrated. Like I say, once you experiment it, you should be experienced in the shit, so you shouldn't be thirsty about fucking trading fluids. And don't forget to use protection. I don't want everybody to go to sleep and think it's party all the time and drink and pop pills and shit like that and think, you know what I'm saying, the HIV and the AIDS virus ain't still out there. Because it is. COVID coming back. Sometimes you got to remember where you come from in order to know where you're going, man. You can't forget this shit and just say, fuck it. Change is good on the real. No lie. Been through it. Still go through it. Ain't shit changed. Today I know I gotta fight every day. I gotta be that person every day. I can't slack off for shit. Cause I'm one of those same person. I'm addicted to shit. I get addicted real fast. I get addicted to money. If it's easy and it come quick, man, I wanna do it again. Shit. It might be negative. I'm looking for it the other way around so I can enjoy it this time. You know what I'm saying? Bitch ain't fun, man. It ain't fun being locked up. Cause that same mother that you entertained and made laugh, that showed out for, is now laughing with somebody else and shit like that. You not just there no more. You got something off. You crashed out. You can't get a money order. You can't get a phone call. And you was the motherfucker everybody was laughing with. Can't count on everybody. Keep your close people close. You know what I'm saying? It'd be detrimental to you, for real. Not to, really. On the real. Family first. And you know what I'm saying? Make sure you keep in touch with your people, man. Even if you gotta stop what you're doing, all that fun and drinking and all that shit, and dial 7 numbers, say hello and goodbye. That's it. That shit didn't even take a minute. Just let them know you're thinking about them and shit. A thought process. It's always a thought process with the wisdom and shit like that. I bet if we needed somebody, we was hospitalized, in a wheelchair or something like that, we'd motherfucking be burning their phone up. Cause we need them. Man, show your commitment to what you got going on. If you know what I'm saying, you and your family doing a damn thing, and man, show your commitment, show appreciation. Let them know they're doing a good job and shit like that. Bear with them on hard times, you know what I'm saying? Push them on good times, you know what I'm saying? Give them that courage and shit. Have faith in them. Whatever your shorty's doing, spend some time and let them be the best in it that they can. Just got on here for a little commentary, you know what I'm saying? I gotta apologize. I ain't been on it a few days. You know, I don't know what's going on with the system. I've been trying to get it right. But most of all, you know, I've been uniting with my family and things like that. And at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I've been losing family. You know, the day he came home, the day, you know what I'm talking about, my uncle figure passed, Schooner, rest in peace. You know, that's when we stayed in 2111, you know. Yeah, I used to stay in the Reds too when I was little. Went to that, all that. 7, 8, whatever, how old I was, 10. Yeah. Universal, olds and new. You feel me? On the real, man, it's about us. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I think back to, you know what I'm saying, may one of my brothers rest in peace, Big Soft, Tracy Barfield. We started really that peace treaty down there. Cross Damon and all that, we did that. You know what I'm saying? And if we hadn't did that, you know what I'm saying, I wonder what today would have brung, you know what I'm saying, because we were still, you know what I'm saying, across Damon. You know? It was a beautiful thing because right now, today, all of us together in the projects. Reds, the olds and the news. They together as one. You know, they don't share family values and shit like that. They got kids by each other and all that right now and shit. You know, it's a sign of unity. Different walks of life with different thoughts. At least in having the decency to, you know what I'm saying, have some unity. We all know each other now. But, you know, problems gonna be there and shit like that. You know, you got people that misbehave and shit like that. You know, family members and things like that. So it's always gonna be some shit, you know, when it comes to us. But you just gotta know what you wanna do with your pod. It's like I was telling my wife's son, you feel me? And I told y'all plenty of times. 99% consists of what's gonna happen on the street, shit that you can't control or whatever. You can have, it's just gonna go the streets way. You ain't gonna be able to change shit. Strictly not another person. Out of that 100%, you got 1%. That's why that's 99 over there. You can't change shit that's going on over there, but you can change that 1% that you got, and that's that thought process. If you want to blend in with the bullshit of the people, the places, the things that you know what going on, you know what I'm saying? When those people get together or whatever, you can put your 1% with the 99 and have 100% of bullshit. Or you can hold on to your one cent and build your 1% up to be something great. You feel me? That's all on you. It's that thought process. I can't fuck with nobody that's not taking time to think. You know what I'm saying? Because believe me, if the other man would have got in, believe me, man, we'd lose a lot of people, for real. The Army can drive mugs, what? From the age of what? From the age of 12 or 13? Drive from the age of 13 to the age of 25. That's a couple of things going on right there to me. That sounds like the black man lifespan, and it also sounds like the ages on the streets right now that's doing all the drilling and shit. What it is, 90 babies, 2,000 babies on up and shit. It gets something off, bam. Man, we gotta be smarter, man. You know, we gotta be smart out there. I see a whole lot of adults out here that's over 30 and shit like that, man, that's going through peer pressure. We went through peer pressure when we was little kids and shit like that. We had role models, goals and shit like that. We had peer educators to tell us about shit. Which way to go, what not to do. Don't touch the fire cause it's hot. And we don't have them now. Some kids we can't talk to. Some kids growner than us. They know more than us. Even though we've been on the earth longer than them, they know more than us. What they think they do, rather. Man, I'm trying to elevate. I am ascensions. I mean growth. That mean to stand up. 10 toes. To come up. Elevate. Ascend. It's up there. That's me. I can't stay on the same page. I'm running up the escalator. I'm trying to make it to the top, whatever I can do. I explore my options and all that on what I want to do. Some shit I like doing. Some shit I still do. But it's a time and it's a place for it. And I can't do everything. Even though I've been doing this for a while now by myself, I really never had nobody that wanted to do it with me. It used to be a problem for me. But me, myself, knowing me, I can talk all day. You feel me? I can do this shit by myself. To each his own. Just give me the respect for giving the effort and everything. A person on the sideline can't say shit if they ain't doing shit. So if you listen to what another motherfucker say that ain't doing shit, ain't got no type of morals and values and shit like that, sitting up talking about somebody that's trying to achieve something, they can achieve it in a strange way. By going back to shining shoes or whatever, if they down them and shit, you need to be with those people. Because they not doing nothing but relaxing your ass. Just like a perm on your hair. Until they straighten you out. And then you're going to be the next person crying about what somebody else achieved and they don't supposed to happen because you supposed to be there, but you ain't did no motherfucking exercise on it. No work. No homework. No entertainment. You ain't try to perfect it or nothing. But then because you dress good or look good that you're supposed to be over a person. You know, we look at people all types of ways. Except the right way of being respectful to somebody. Wanting somebody else to get ahead. Even if they're in front of you and they need something, you know what I'm saying? What do I do on this pod? Give it to them. Don't tell them no shit like, you supposed to know that. You up there already. You ahead of me. That don't mean shit. Everybody needs somebody at some part of time in their life. And sometimes you can't count on blood. They say blood is thicker than mud. They're a damn lie. Families stick together. We got the same blood with a different vision. Meaning it's hot and cold. It's salt and pepper. We don't go together, but there's plenty of respect in between us. And we can come together on something collective with respect being the first thing, man. That's a hope. And it's a step. But it's me, real shit. You know what I'm talking about? All that phony shit and all that type of shit. That's out the window to me. I know when the motherfucker feeding me fake shit and all that type of bullshit and I don't want no, man. I don't want shit from nobody. Man, we took that step out on life a long time ago to calculate our step. If we don't got it, you don't need it. That's what my grandmother always told me. If you don't got it, you don't need it. One day, when I was short, borrow somebody's shit. Next thing you know, the shit was broke. And to tell the truth, the shit was broke before I even got it. But I still had to pay for the shit, for me borrowing the shit, because it was in my possession. And the people that let me borrow the shit knew the shit was broke. You can't underestimate everybody. It's scenarios for different type of shit that a lot of people not sitting back trying to understand, man. They standing to be understood instead of understand, or putting themselves in other people's shoes, understanding how they feeling and shit like that. No, you understood. You know everything already. If you know everything already, you don't need no help from no motherfucking body. You need to have your shit together. God bless the child. Family orientated, y'all. Family first, yo. Because the one that don't act like family is going to be the motherfucker left out. Because family do what they supposed to do and not what they want to do. I'm tired of glorifying and rapping all this shit. If it ain't positive, I don't want to fuck with it. And I don't think every female that I see on Facebook, young and old and real old, should be showing their ass all the time. That ain't where your brain's at. Y'all can achieve anything that y'all want to achieve out there. Don't make a motherfucker look at your body and think that you're an object. That they can manhandle and do whatever they want to do with it. Females are symbolized as flowers, beautiful, scented, with the proper nourishment, like sun and water and shit. You grow, you elevate. Whoever give you your nourishment is keeping all the weeds from around you, because when weeds get around a flower, weeds kill a flower. That's the bad shit around you. The nightlife, the stripping, the drinking, nakedness, and all that other type of shit. That takes the flower away from the female. That takes the queen out of the lady. Your body is sacred. It's a foundation. It's jewels. You know what I'm saying? It's precious. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Real beauty. Because before you even have anything physical, you're going to catch an orgasm in the mind. Of liking their outlook on life, the things that they like to do, the food they like to eat, the places they like to go, what makes them laugh. Good shit. Sex is just an interaction for what? 5 minutes? What? Motherfucker take drugs and shit like that to enhance themselves, to do it for what? Sweat a little bit more or what? After that, it's over with. It's back to business. It's just a feeling. What you have for a person is supposed to be deeper than that. That's what you glorify. What you have in that person. But we look on the outside and never look on the inside. It's what a person got, how much money they got or whatever and shit. How they looking at woo. Always overlooking a heart. So we get into a relationship, goddamn it, sex a sex orientated and shit like that. We had sex every day and shit like that. But what happened when shit get boring and then you found out that person ain't for you? That person ain't smart. That person ain't got no good outlook on life. But y'all done did 3 months of fucking and all this type of shit and call y'all self in love, but never found out what each other like. Then it started getting bored, and then y'all start wanting to see each other without, see other people without breaking up, without having that talk, because y'all never had that talk. Look deep before you leap. Everybody that laugh with you ain't your friend. What's going on, sis Diane? How y'all feel? I'm sorry, y'all. Jeremy Shirley, what's up, cuz? What's happening with you? Michael Bethune, cuz oh, man, I got shit. Then everybody in my family. Jerome Johnson. Yeah, I got all my family on here. Y'all let me know which one of y'all want to come up here, man. You know what I'm saying? And share, man, because this is a crystal ball right here. All these people got to do is rub it, and y'all probably can tell them something that they going through, something that y'all got past and got up under, got around, got up over, or just broke through shit. You feel me? And now y'all on another page doing good and shit like that. Some people need to know that shit. Some people give up a fight because they say they tried and shit like that. No, but when you try, you set yourself up to fail, because when you say try, it's all already up in your thoughts that you're going to just try it. You're not going to give it your all. Instead of being like Nike and just do it, they're giving you the keys right there. Shit is simple. Simple process for a complicated person. Because we try to get around shit and try to get shit easy and try to get shit fast and never want to take our time of achieving shit and wind up losing. And then when we lose, we ain't got no alternative to turn to instead of bringing another motherfucker down with us so we can feel good. We need somebody at the same rate so we can feel good and start over and shit. We can start together. Everybody know you're not supposed to take a motherfucker to the job interview with you. Or hey, might get the job before you. It's self-preservation. It's real shit. Whoever fuck with me, I fuck with them. Those that don't, I respect them. We ain't got shit in common. We ain't got shit to talk about. I'm not going to ask you for shit or nothing like that. I'm going to hope the best for you, all that type of shit, but that don't mean we got to fuck around like, you know what I'm talking about, ooh. We got different motherfucking, different visions. Sometimes, man, like I say, in order to change, you got to sometimes cut the people, places, and things that you do. Because it be the same shit, different day. I don't want to have a mindset or having drama and shit thinking about a person every time I wake up every day. I'm into it with something. No, I'm that motherfucker that think up, time out. I'm going on a boat cruise. We're going to eat as a family. We're going to Funland and all. I'm going to see the opposite shit of that shit right there. Talking about a person and shit. How they living and all that type of shit. Because I take the focus off my motherfucking self when I do that. I'm entertaining their thought. And they living rent-free in my head. I'm thinking about them and they ain't even thinking about me. They on that boat cruise. Well, I think, oh, they ain't shit. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, you know what I'm saying? That's unhealthy for you. Laughing and all that giggling shit, that's healthy. Having fun is healthy. Thinking about another motherfucker, wishing them bad and all that type of shit on them, don't do nothing but give you a motherfucking brain freeze, stop your blood from flowing right, give you motherfucking diabetes, you know what I'm talking about, all type of shit. Motherfucking backaches, pain, man. Negative shit give you negative shit, man. Outcomes. Negative thoughts give you negative results. Positive thoughts give you positive results. The shit is so easy, bro. And like I say, man, it's two sides to the story. It's a good side and it's a bad side. You're welcome to join any one, but be careful. Be aware is to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Alive in health, alive in spirit, alive in wealth. You know what I'm saying? We put it on ourselves, y'all. That's why, you know, I tell y'all to go ahead and vote. You know what I'm saying? Vote for the lady. That's what I'm voting for. You really can vote for whoever you want to. But I ain't no dumbass person. I know when somebody want to see the good for me, want to do shit and open up programs, put money with programs in order for me to get obtain a home or to obtain my own business, for some money, for somebody to watch my kid while I go to work, for the older people, my elders, Social Security. And I know when somebody doing good for me, goddammit. So all y'all who favor the orange guy over there, man, do your thing, man. Man ain't did shit for me. A stimulus check. No make a motherfucker have a lifetime of kingmanship over me. I'm not finna make him king. I don't bow down to kings. I'm the king of my house. Like I say, I come from the mud and built this shit, and why should I get all the way up here and let a motherfucker tell me what to do with it? No. Land free, baby. I had the opportunity, so I chose and took my opportunity. A motherfucker that's left out still in front of the liquor store begging and begging motherfuckers to do shit for them and shit like that, they put themselves in that predicament. Maybe they deserve to be over there for a motherfucker to tell them what to do. To hold their hand while they cross the street and shit like that. I don't need that. I'm a thinker. I think about the situation before it comes. See, I can do that. I can future think. I know if I leave out here, you know what I'm saying, with my gun or whatever and shit like that, I'm liable to get in some trouble. I'm liable to hurt somebody. That shit ain't hard to see, right? Especially if I got on a pair of fresh Air Whites, Air Ones. I know exactly. If I leave out this motherfucker with a suit and tie on and shit like that, everybody in the world gonna know I'm on a different page, especially in the hood. Gang members, drill, whatever. See a motherfucker in the suit, oh, he ain't one of them. No, I'm one of those. On the real. He ain't known that. Motherfuckers put they self in that predicament. Put they self in that situation. And right now, I can't do the negativity, man. I wouldn't want a motherfucker to get on and get rich, you know what I'm saying, preaching that shit to our youngsters. About holding a gun every day, robbing every day, slapping grandmothers every day and shit like that. You think I want to produce people to share shit around the world saying that? I already know the light-skinned people gonna cut that shit off. Only people gonna listen to that shit is my people in the hood, though, that's gonna get poisoned off the shit and love the shit. Still loving the shit. That shit dumb. If that's the only way a motherfucker can get started and shit like that, by humiliating others and shit like that, man, please stay away from me. If you can't really get it out the mud and hustle and use that elbow grease and shit like that, and use that mind and shit, technology and shit that you got up there, you can't fuck with me. I'm looking for people who got them to build rockets and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking for no motherfucker toting no gun, doing the same shit. We done did that shit. We been killing each other for years for what? Can't no motherfucker even answer that question. Don't say no block cause you don't own that motherfucker. And don't say no drugs cause I guess yours wasn't potent enough. This is how you made your shit. You couldn't establish a clientele. And you hated on the brother whose shit was good that made it right down there. What the fuck could you say? Why you kill a brother? What's you heard a brother cause you ain't got, huh? Cause you want to get off your lazy ass and get your own. You don't want to be educated and know how to do this shit by going to school, reading a book or nothing like that. You blame... Motherfuckers better start blaming shit on themselves before they blame somebody else, okay? Because it takes two to play a part up in something. And if you put yourself with something that's on the street, you playing the part up in that shit. And I advise you to say your name first before you say anything. Before you point a motherfucker out and say somebody's name. Say we. Put yourself with it. Say I. Nobody's perfect but the man up there. But if you practice perfect, you get a chance to improve in what you do. You get to improve. Ain't nobody perfect. Like I said, not even the best doctors, lawyers, and teachers. Doctor lose patients. Teacher lose students. Lawyers lose cases. Motherfuckers go to jail. Ain't nobody perfect. Basketball players lose games. We work on being better in what we do. And even when we get better, we still ain't perfect. So it's an everyday process. We got to work on what we do. We got to stay on it. We got to give 100% to it. You feel me? You can't have 50 negative and 50 positive and laugh at a motherfucker that's down in somebody and then go over here and tell a motherfucker and give him some good advice. You can't do that. You can't get your blessings like that. You still indulging in bullshit. And once the man get a hold of that, that's prolonged and stops people blessings. Shit good don't come your way. The negative shit that you volunteer for, that's the shit that come into your life. The shit that you put yourself into. That gift go past your ass like somebody that's about proud of a big corporation need a worker. And they think that you might fit that part nice and shit like that. Or point you out. Or even give you something for just like being with you for your personality. Paying for your groceries or anything like that. All that shit gonna slip away. That car, that house, and all that type of shit. You ain't gonna be thinking about that. This shit is simple, y'all. I be running to some of my guys. If I go to Chicago, they'll be like, how you get that and shit? I pull up in some West some night. Man, how you get that? How did I get that? That's a silly ass question. Cause you're forgetting me and you started off together. At the same rate, at the same time. You chose to follow them. I did something else. That's how I got this. Something else way different from what they did. Matter of fact, they still doing the same shit that they doing. Me, I got collateral. In the way that I represent myself, I have a lot of good people. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of good people on my side. By just being that person, being straight up on what I do. As far as the talk, I don't sugarcoat shit. I'm gonna give it to you in a raw, because if I sugarcoat it, that means I'm cheating you out of information. I'm gonna let you know about the bad just as well as the good. Not what you can get out of it, but the consequences come behind this shit. Sometimes it can be detrimental to your life. That one life that you got. You make the bad decision, we still gonna go on and do the fuck what we doing, have fun and shit like that, just like your friends. You're gonna be a thought, a yesterday, of going to your funeral, but the next day we going back to doing what the fuck we doing. You showed out for no reason. Trying to make the crowd laugh and got yourself hurt. You gone now. Ain't no motherfucker thinking about you. Ain't no motherfucker finna write no book about you. No documentary about you. You just gonna be gone. And we gonna go back to doing what the fuck we doing. Laughing and having fun and shit. Doing that good shit. So watch what you do. Get your priorities straight. If you're gonna put your all in the basket, put it in there for you. Because you are number one. I tell you all the time. And shit gonna be alright around you or nowhere unless you alright. You get to make that choice. You get to make that decision. You don't let nobody else make it for your validation. You know who you are, right? You ain't gotta prove it to no motherfucker. Actions speak louder than words. You shouldn't have to tell no motherfucker. Actions speak louder than words. If you gotta tell me what you do and pull yourself on me, that means you trying hard to do something. Trying hard to make me believe or something like that. A real motherfucker ain't gonna say nothing. Just like a real killer gonna move in silence. Shit is real in the field, man. On the real. If you still talking about the same shit you've been talking about 6 years ago, ain't shit changed in your life. You at a standstill, waking up every day, getting high and shit like that, going to kick it, visit a couple of people, maybe go to a party and shit like that, and then go straight back to the crib, go to sleep, and you do this shit every day while time flying by, grade coming up, and you don't know how to fill out a motherfucking application or pay a bill. Cause you never went to bed, you always went to couch or went to floor at somebody else's house. But got the audacity to tell another motherfucker how to live. We don't do that. On the real. Motherfuckers gonna be real about this. God bless the child. Y'all know the rest. Show your worth. What you worth. Start building. Family orientated. Be there for one another. Just don't be there when you need a motherfucker. When they can help you out. Please call and let them know it's a thought process you thinking about them. You ain't got to pick up no motherfucking weights. You ain't got to push no car. You ain't got to deliver nothing down the street. It's just motherfucking doo. 7 motherfucking punches. Hello, goodbye. I'm thinking about you. And the person that feel good, it's the little things that mean so much. It ain't all that big shit that you can't get for a motherfucker. It's the small shit like I love you. I'm glad you're here. You did a great job. I commend you on that. I support you. That's the shit that means so much. You know, I probably got a lot of followers and shit, but I consider myself being on this motherfucker by myself all the time. Cause the shit I be saying I can relate to. And that caused me to think about more shit that I can't let get in my way. Because I'm smarter than that. Mama ain't raised no fool. She always told me to hang with the winners. The weed smokers hang with the weed smokers. The cocaine smokers hang with the cocaine smokers. The alcoholics hang with the alcoholics. If you like money, you hang around money. If you like entertainment, you hang around entertainment. If you hang around educated people and smart people and shit like that, political shit or anything, food or whatever, you're gonna hang around it. Birds of a feather flock together. Because it's all about education and educating each other on what they doing. You get to learn 2-3 methods of what you're doing. And you get to improve on it. Not be perfect in it. But in your heart, you're going to be satisfied. Because you done did the right thing. Because you gave it your all. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long, right? I've been on here an hour and 15 already. I don't want to take too much of y'all time out here. Who is that? Gunny Crawford. Man, thanks for tuning in, cuz namesake. All the time. I want to bring y'all on here, man. And I want to have these topics. And I told y'all, it can be about the weather, political, theater, entertainment. If you got talent, I want you on here. I want you to show your talent. I want you to lift somebody up. I want you to be seen by other people to get you ahead. We ain't gonna try nothing. Don't say you tried it or whatever, man. You gotta keep going. Just like filling out an application. There's a lot of people expect a whole lot of subscribers and all that, and they killing themselves worrying about who the fuck watching them. Who paying attention and all that type of shit. You gotta do what you love. Whoever listen, listen. Whoever don't. If it don't apply, let it fly, or wherever. Do what you love doing, and it's gonna come. You know, we can't put ourselves in no spiral, getting no other motherfuckers to validate us on what we doing as podcasts. Say, I used to be like that. Man, I know project motherfuckers. I'm known in Chicago, North, South, East, and West. I got so many motherfucking people that I know. And when I first started, I expect them to get on here and show me some love. Maybe just a little like and shit. All they gotta do is press a button, a little like and shit like that. I expected all that shit, and I'm like, damn, man, we're gonna start some shit with this. That was me having faith in people that I grew up with, ate with, stayed all night with and shit like that. They don't help and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had faith in that type of shit, and it hurt me in the long run. Because I expected them to do something that I wanted them to do. And they wouldn't even like that shit. Some of them people don't even like me, shit, that I call friends. They act like it, though. But tolerate me. I want them people to like my shit. But I wind up stressing myself out over that shit. Having a bad, you know what I'm saying, bad temper and shit. I see myself doing the shit that I'm fighting for, pointing at motherfuckers. You been together for motherfucker over 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. I can't do that. I gotta have a mind frame of some gotta die in order for some to live. I need good people on my team. I need loyal people on my team, dependable people and shit. People that I can trust. If I was kidnapped, goddamn, and I told you to call at 12 o'clock, man, I'm looking for you to call at motherfucking 11:45, 15 minutes early and shit, because you really care for me. I can't have faith in a lot of people. I can't have a faith in a motherfucker carpooling me to work. I can't expect him to go to work every time I want to go to work. It might take motherfucking 15 minutes for us to get to work. 10 minutes for him to get dressed to call me, 5 minutes leaving out. For him to tell me that he ain't going to work. And I depended on him. I had faith in going to work today. But I put all my apples in this basket. I had kept faith in him and what the fuck he wanted to do out of life. He ain't go to work, so I ain't go to work. He called in, I didn't. I got fired. When I could have jumped my ass on the bus and got to work the best way I can. You gotta do what you gotta do, people, and don't care what nobody else think of you. They tell you all the time, they talked about Jesus Christ, right? If it don't apply, let that shit fly. Them people don't know you. Don't let no words get to you so much where it humiliates you and have you to put your hands on people, go to jail, or maybe even put your life in danger. It's just not worth it. Them people don't know you. Them people can't live for you. Them people ain't had shit to do with your lifestyle. And don't let nobody try to validate, you know what I'm saying? And bring you down from where you is and tell you, you know what I'm saying, you a nobody or nothing like that. You can't do that. You gotta separate yourself from this shit. They say misery love company. If a motherfucker keep talking down to you and shit like that, you're gonna constantly hang around them. It's crazy. We don't think today. Then I see some black people want to vote for a guy that ain't never did shit for them. and make it so bad they ain't had no plans about the economy or nothing, no plans about programs or nothing like that, but always get up there pointing the finger talking about motherfuckers and shit like that. Tell me they want to be a king. Modern day slavery. I can't go back to doing what my ancestors doing. And I ain't finna let these people segregate me no more. Put all the dark-skinned people here, all the yellow people here, and all the light-skinned people with everything and all that shit inside, separating the jobs. And no, I can't do that. I'm smart. I know who to vote for. I know what's gonna benefit me. Earn income credit and shit like that for my child. Food programs. Books. The Head Start program. And they say the old man ain't did nothing. He don't fix the bridge, just the street. Man, shit. You think it's floods and that? You know why it's floods and all that type of shit? Tornadoes and all that type of shit? Global warming? Because the last president didn't do shit for 4 years. That's why. You cut off Social Security, what the older people supposed to do about their medicine and shit like that. You take the books out to school, how the kids supposed to learn? In order to know where you're going, you got to know where you come from. What about your history? Then you got some black ladies out there want to do the same thing and shit. So you don't want to own your body. You want somebody to tell you what to do with your body. When they have babies, yo, ooh. They don't want y'all to have no abortion. So what's next? Every married man gonna get caught up with a love child by some lady that they don't, you know what I'm saying, cause adultery or whatever, don't know, cheated on their wife and shit like that, and had to go through it cause the girl couldn't get rid of the baby and shit like that. You gotta think down the line and shit like that. But it happens. It happens now. You gotta think about where you wanna be at in life, man. And it's best to be, you know what I'm saying, keep the ones close to you that's close, you know what I'm saying? Keep those bridges up. Stop burning, don't burn your bridges. Don't get around your family and members and shit like that and fuck up their situation and shit. You know what I'm saying? Be ready to, you know what I'm saying, to start generational wealth, you know what I'm saying? So our youngsters that come up behind us can have something, you know. You got a business, a store, or anything that you're doing, you know. And whatever your child doing, try to be the best parent you can by, you know what I'm saying, working with them on what he like doing or she like doing and give them the best, give them that attention and shit like that. Keep them off the streets. Entertain that thought. You know, even if you got to put a few dollars with it. Cut a couple of drinks for the week and shit like that. Put the money, invest in him a basketball court or a computer or something like that. Or anything that he like doing. And if you want to be like every black young kid in the world right now, a rapper instead of a teacher, lawyer, fireman, and police and all that type of shit. All the black guys want to be rappers, think they can get rich and all that type of shit, but ain't graduated from fucking grammar school. And the entertainment field is very dangerous right now too. Especially for young people that haven't did their homework on the field. But that's another show. I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here though, people. I enjoyed y'all. You know what I'm talking about? It's much love. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for listening in. Thank you for the people who tuned in with me. Melinda Mookie, I see you down there. Thank you, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for tuning in, and man, I need a lot of support, you know what I'm saying, as usual. I'm gonna keep up the channel. I am looking for a co-anchor and stuff like that. Somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's good with topics and things like that, you know. Like I say, we talk about all type of things, sports, weather, entertainment, political type things, and I don't know. But I just want to better, you know what I'm saying? I want to start from the bottom. we too much focus on the top, you know, other vloggers and podcasts, they focus on, you know what I'm saying, the people that already got the money. And they go through it as you see, as we go through it and shit like that. Those people that's uneducated, that don't know what to do with money, they don't know how to invest in money and stuff, don't know how to share money and shit. You know what I'm saying? We want to start from the bottom, what we having trouble at, just trying to get there, you know what I'm saying? But first we got to pick ourselves and help each other up. We got to form some unity so we can help one another, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to reach across the aisle, like I say. If it's motherfucking city to the suburbs, from the suburbs to another state or whatever and shit like that, we got to start from scratch and build it up. That's why, you know, I'm looking for all the good people, you know what I'm talking about? You know, if you don't listen in or whatever, I respect it and I understand and shit like that. But, you know, we a different breed, man. And some people just not like us. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Food for thought on the real. You get that thought process, you know what I'm saying? They supposed to come out and rinse, you know what I'm saying? Real nice, just like a lot of us dealing with a whole lot and our plates are heavy. We need to eat something, man. We need to get that stuff up off that plate because it's weighing us down. We got to put it behind us. We got to empty this plate in order to focus on something, you know what I'm saying, what's going to help our family, you know, help ourselves and shit like that. So all that drummer shit, leave it behind, y'all. Don't be a part of it. Don't put yourself with it, you know what I'm saying? It's life altering. Put it like that. So it's like a substance. It modifies you. You know what I'm saying? It not only modifies you, it enhances your personality into somebody that you're not at times and shit like that. So watch what you do. To be aware, to be alive. I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in. Another show of Food for Thought. I want to thank my good people. Diane, thank you. Thank you very much. I got you, Gunny. I got you, Carver. Right on, I ain't say. You gotta have good people around you at all time. All the time. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Gotta practice that craft. Practice what you preach all the time. Talk about it. Give it breath. Speak about it. Stop talking about all that negative shit. Cause y'all know you can talk a person up. You can talk opportunities in your hand and shit like that. So talk about some good shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause when you talk about bad things come in your life. Talk about something good and you will get good. And get out your time zone sometime. Step outside of that box and know what it is outside of the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Go walk around. Be like a vacuum cleaner. Suck up all the information you can, you know what I'm saying? You already know all the money at in the neighborhood. Maybe if you step outside that box, you might step on a $20 bill. You never know. Blowing in the wind. You might can just catch it, but you'll never know. Hanging around the same motherfucking people, places, and things. Okay? Don't do the same thing, expect different results. Cause ain't shit gonna change unless you change. Food for thought, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hold that thought. In a minute.
Cash, I beat that ass. I beat the finish. Got you lacking in the past. I did the dad. I did it by myself. I